Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. MicroStrategy has over 70,000 Bitcoin. Before we get into it, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, Bitcoin currently sitting at $23,063, seeing a small pullback here. We peaked over $24,000 a couple of times over the weekend. But as always, nothing goes up in a straight line. I mean, look at these huge green candles. So it's going to pull back. It's going to build new support levels. It's going to continue to test price points and work its way up. So remember, we are in a bull market, and there's going to be the market cycles playing out in both micro and macro levels, bull, bear, and accumulation phases. And of course, the relative strength index, the Bitcoin RSI, is still on track despite some of the US KYC AML stuff we heard from Mnuchin and the FinCEN this past few days. So it's not going to stop the market. As we talked about, the news is really actually going to help the market because it's going to allow more big players to get in, right? These regulations are not so much for you and I. It's to protect a lot of the big players. It's to collect tax money. We're still on track. And the stock to flow model, which is predicting a $100,000 Bitcoin price at the peak of the next parabolic run-up, which could happen next year, is still on track. Nothing stopping this train, guys. We are moving forward. And guys, the big news of just the institutional investors buying up as much Bitcoin. Michael Saylor gave an update this morning that MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 29,646 Bitcoins for $650 million at an average price of $21,925 per Bitcoin, and now hodl an aggregate of 70,470 Bitcoins purchased for $1.125 billion at an average price of $15,964 per Bitcoin. My goodness, this is bullish as hell, guys. And remember, this is just what MicroStrategy has on their books. Michael Saylor personally owns millions in Bitcoins, right? So I think the number comes up to 1.5 billion together if you lump MicroStrategy's holdings and Michael Saylor's holdings. It's pretty ridiculous, right? And I want to remind you guys, this guy is no joke. He's a very smart guy. He was early in tech stocks, Amazon's, and the rest of the others. And if you listen to his background, he went to MIT. He's made his money, guys. He's made his fortune. So he knows what he's talking about, and he sees the writing on the wall here. And remember, we talked about MicroStrategy may use the proceeds from their $650 million debt sale to buy more Bitcoin, right? We did a video just a week ago saying they could end up with 75,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2020. Well, we were off by 5,000, but see what's happening here, folks? It's happening right before our eyes. All the puzzle pieces coming together. This is not a coincidence. That's why you see all the billionaire hedge fund managers are going on CNBC saying, hey, we own Bitcoin. We have a position in Bitcoin. Paul Tudor Jones, Stanley Druckenmiller, Bill Miller, and many others. So, like I said, the writing's on the wall. This train has left the station. Ain't no stopping it. You guys have seen the videos where vehicles get stuck on the train tracks and the train just comes through and blasts through and breaks up anything. It could be a semi truck. It could be a bus. It just barrels through and it doesn't stop the train at all, right? That is what's happening. Crypto is that train just barreling through everything. Any type of roadblock, any type of thing they try to put in front of it, it ain't stopping it, guys. So they did the full announcement on their website, and look at this headline. MicroStrategy announces over 1 billion in total Bitcoin purchases in 2020. Man, that is bullish. I don't even have the superlatives, the words, the vocabulary to talk about how bullish that is. That's an amazing thing. And of course, the big exciting news over the weekend, guys, what we saw is the dialogue between Michael Saylor and Elon Musk, right? Where he said, if you, and this is in response to Elon just trolling and talking about Bitcoin. You know, Elon went on a Bitcoin tweet storm. Michael Saylor responded to one of them saying, if you want to do your shareholders a $100 billion favor, convert the Tesla balance sheet from USD to Bitcoin. Other firms on the S&P 500 would follow your lead, and in time it would grow to become a $1 trillion favor. Elon responds not in a jokingly manner, not with a meme. He says, are such large transactions even possible? And Michael Saylor said, yes, I have purchased over 1.3 billion in Bitcoin in the past months and would be happy to share my playbook with you offline from one rocket scientist to another. So the reason why he said rocket scientist, because this guy went to MIT to be like an astronaut or whatever it is, or I forget the exact thing, but he's very smart. So he's not playing around here. And that's where the conversation ends. So one could only speculate what the conversation in their DMs or email or phone call would look and sound like, right? And I do believe, and I'm not BSing you guys, it's not hyperbole, I believe Tesla will put some of their cash reserves into Bitcoin. I believe Apple and Microsoft and Google, like Michael Saylor said on CNBC a few weeks back, they will be putting their cash reserves into Bitcoin. Not all of their cash reserves, but if they just put 1% of the billions they have, that's going to be big for Bitcoin and the crypto market. Big things are ahead. 2021 is going to surprise, shock a ton of people significantly, guys. I mean, it's going to be pretty crazy. So I'm very excited to see what 2021 holds. You know, this year we saw the billionaires coming out of the woodwork, the Paul Tudor Joneses. You're going to see some bigger news than that, my friends. Bigger news. And like I said, this MicroStrategy news here is a major green flag for the rest of the world, of the businesses and public companies, guys. So very, very bullish outlook. Brian Armstrong said, and this is kind of, you know, talking about MicroStrategy and Tesla and so forth, seems like more and more companies are starting to hold crypto on balance sheet as a hedge against inflation. We can help. So kind of shilling his service there, but hey, they helped MicroStrategy actually buy the Bitcoin. This was made public, and they also helped Roofer Investment do the same. And that's all she wrote, guys. Up and onwards, more companies are going to come in. The price will keep going up because once again, just the supply and demand economics and having the mathematical algorithm just cutting supply every 40 years. And as you can imagine, the future bull runs, 2025 and so on and so forth, are going to be ridiculous. And eventually, I think Bitcoin could hit $1 million. If companies do things like this, what do you think is going to happen? This is a lot of money from around the world coming into Bitcoin. Remember, this is a global asset class. It's not exclusive to the United States or the UK. Anybody, anywhere who has internet connection can jump into this asset class. There are no gatekeepers, and you don't have to be an accredited investor. You could put $100 into Bitcoin or XRP or Ethereum, whatever it is. That's why this is going to be the greatest and largest asset class ever. All on the blockchain, trusted, and certainly an inevitability here, right? Like I said, that train is speeding down the tracks. Anything in its way is just gonna blast through it, blow it up, whatever, right? You guys have seen the videos. So very exciting. What do you guys think about this MicroStrategy news? I've tweeted about it. I've said it before. Michael Saylor is the biggest Bitcoin bull ever at this point. Now, Google and some other companies can come change that, but this guy is certainly the biggest Bitcoin bull ever. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Share this video with a crypto skeptic. Hit the thumbs up button, and I will talk to you guys later.